All right, welcome to September 2018 on Spray Paint Art Secrets. We've got some way cool stuff for you this month. We're gonna start out with this video, which is like a dark, sort of scary fantasy city. And look at those cars with the light. We're gonna start doing some cool effects in the sky, and then we're gonna add the buildings in. And there's some very simple tricks that you can use just to add buildings, like you can see here. This one trick just to cut a quick stencil, and then we added the other ones in some other very interesting ways, which I show you step by step. And then of course how to add the cars in, which is surprisingly simple. And you get a really cool composition, and you can do this too. So if you're interested in learning how to paint these things really quickly and understand some new painting techniques that you can use this for your underpainting. Maybe if you're an oil painter, you can use this for acrylic painting, because we have water-based spray paints as well, which are acrylic. So you can combine this with just about any kind of painting you want to do. Then we're gonna do a really interesting composition, which is like a burning oil tower. I was thinking about the environment, and I decided to paint this burning oil tower with the fire kind of billowing off into the clouds. And I show you how to make those, really natural-looking clouds, using a lot of clear coat and some other things, and show you how to make the sea and get a really sort of atmospheric looking painting. So just think about what you might do with this, how you might use those kinds of skies in your own work, or the ocean. We're going to spend quite a bit of time on palm trees. Now, it's one thing to just paint them in, with some black paint in there and silhouette here, because we've got the bright sunset, but you also need to know what to remove after you've painted sort of the basic shape on. It's important to go back in there and take off some paint, because often the palm fronds aren't stuck together. There's light shining through them, and you want to be able to see that light shining through. And most spray painters do their birds with a palette knife, but here I show you how to do it with a brush. And then we're going to move on, and we're going to do sort of a Chinese style dragon. I really admire, I've seen on YouTube these painters that with one brush stroke they make this gorgeous Chinese dragon, and I tried to do that, but I can't quite get it with one brush stroke. This was my first try. I got it with a couple brush strokes, and then decorate it with all kinds of interesting spray paint art techniques. So this is a really interesting way that you can do not only dragons, but any kind of animal or interesting object that you want to do. This is the way that you might paint it on directly. And then this is an improvisation, and we're going to teach you, there's some great landscape techniques that are underneath a lot of what I did here, but I really got into this month sort of improvising my feelings, and I wanted to create a landscape, but on top of that sort of add some stencils. So in this painting I show you how to create that landscape, and we're painting on wood here, prepared wood. And then I show you how to cut out the stencils and how to improvise using the stencils to, express yourself, whatever's going on for you. And in that process, there's some really cool tools that you're going to learn how to use, some different sponges and stuff you might get at the hardware store. And there's also some little secrets that I add in at the end that you probably haven't heard of yet, that can really just add that special touch to your spray paint art painting, or your any kind of painting, that nobody will know how you did it. And then we're going to finish up with a really interesting technique that you can make really lacy looking stuff. This is done in just a few seconds, believe it or not, using something that just kind of scribbles all over the painting, but it makes these beautiful lacy textures, and then we can finish it out with some patterns made with some other interesting spray paint art effects. If you want to learn how to do this, go to spraypaintartsecrets.com. If you haven't yet signed up for the free lesson, put your email in the form, and you'll get a free lesson and a free materials list sent to your inbox. And there is so much good information in there, it's unbelievable. And I'm here if you have any questions. My name is Elisa Amor, and my email is spraypaintartsecrets@gmail.com. So if you'd like these lessons, or if you'd like a gargantuan library of over 400 spray paint art videos, which we have, go to spraypaintartsecrets.com. Check it out. See you inside. Ciao.